Hi, you guys. Rolling in hot today. Lots of stuff going on. Let me start off by just telling you the rules. If you haven't played this one before, if you want a card of your own, I will get to as many as I can during the time we have together. Me, please, is how you in the comments. So let's see. Couple of things. Oh my goodness, we're almost into February. Can you believe it? Eek. Um, I have some events coming up. There's a guides group event coming up. In and there's a we've added a sound bath, so there's more sound bath options. There's we did some breathwork stuff coming, so just check out our calendar if you would, and just see if you like what we've been putting on. I love to get feedback from you guys. So a lot of this stuff is still local. I'm doing a lot of hybrid at this point though, so which means I have people online and I have people in person. That kind of COVID forced me into that, and so it's been working out pretty good. Okay, so today's featured helpers. Silomelain is, I don't know if I even say that right. Silomelain. This is basically like considered a Merlin stone. It's like activation and like magic and alchemy and balancing the light and the shadow sides. So using a little bit of that today. And because it's the Merlin stone, I'm going to also use the Merlin spray from Amanda Ellis. This one is connection and mentorship. She's changed this up a little bit. There's a couple of different Merlin sprays now. But yeah, and then we're going to use the Secret Language of Light as our personal decks today. All right. I kind of need to let you guys know the cheater is, it's going to look like I'm reading mostly for the YouTube channel. That's because YouTube channel lets you go on early and comment. And so people have figured that out and posted their comments before we went live. So if you want to get in on that game, I suggest you go to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe, and even the bell button, you'll get told when I go live. So let me just call out the bottom of the list just so you know I'm coming, but I'm not, it's going to take me a minute, okay? So hi, Gina, Phineas, Stephanie, Naomi, Clara. You guys are down towards the bottom, but I'm coming, okay? Emily and Sarah, hello. So also you guys paying attention to what messages you get from other people's cards, because if it makes sense to you that it's a message that might also be for you, they oftentimes bring you guys together for a reason, they being the guides. Okay, so we're starting off with the Entre deck. This is our weekly forecast. Okay, this is for all of us, and this is what we'll build upon. All right, so start of the week, we're trying to figure out relationships, okay? So the triangle energy, today's a really good day, by the way, for some good brainstorming, cuddling, playfulness, if you can find it. But this week, there's some mixed agendas, okay? So this is what we're working with, is trying to decide where our agenda fits in with somebody else's agenda and how we can make everything better together. It's a little crunchy, that's why it's sideways. It's talking about leaning into your own priorities, okay? All right, for the week, keep it simple. Stay as present as possible. Solve the problems that are in front of you right this second. You can't solve all the problems. You can't predict how this is going to end. Just get simple, okay? End of the week, you're going to be looking into there's lots of stuff you don't know. There's lots of stuff you're not going to know. And sometimes we are crazy humans. We need to know everything. We want to consume and understand what the future is and all that stuff. It's probably why you're here, right? You want to know how your week's going to go? Well, bottom line is sometimes we just have to release that we don't know yet, and the wisdom is not there. Okay? All right. Let's start our 1, 2, 3s. So if you're watching later, you're going to get this is your opportunity to get a card for yourself. If you're watching now, this is the opportunity to start your reading. Okay? So I want you just to tune in to yourself. Would you like to pick 1? Would you like to pick 2? Or would you like to pick 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And by the way, you guys, I just need to express gratitude to your presence with me. This has been a really long journey as an energy healer to be stabilized and being able to do this stuff for you guys. And I know it looks like I just come on here and go boom, 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 but I really appreciate all the support that you guys give. So, all right. 1, 2, 3. 1 this week. Divine animals, okay? So this is focusing on the animal kingdom, the wisdom of nature. When you are spending time with animals, you see how they don't function like the ego brain of the human. They have a different way of interacting with each other for the most part. There's some egos in the animal kingdom, but they're different than how we think things through. They're very present most of the time. So that's what you're going to be getting if you picked one. All right. For two, you're going to work on soul love. This is like just loving who you are as a beautiful soul, not how you look, not how you think, not what your status and title, but just genuinely like, I am beautiful light. If you could see how beautiful you were from the eyes of our guides, you would be like, you would laugh at yourself for never judging anything. All right. If you picked three, let it go. Let it go. Okay. So it's time to just use that divine sword, cut those cords. See the triangles, the triangle thing that I was talking about? That those are relationships that are no longer serving you or that are no longer helping lift you up. They might be pulling you down. It's okay to let them go. Okay. So that's what you're working on this week. All right. Let's get started. All right. So on the screen, right there, your name will appear. I will not say your last name necessarily. There might be more than one Gina on the, for example. So just pay attention. And if you hear a message that's for you, it is for you. Okay. So Gina, we're starting with you and you're in the nothing has gone wrong space. Okay. So thinking about our overall reading with the week starting off with devotion and then going into the reading of keep it simple, keep it now, and recognize that maybe it doesn't all make sense, but nothing's wrong. It's okay. All right. Just because there's chaos does not mean it's a problem. I know it feels like it, but Courtney, you're going to be nurturing your sensitivities this week. Okay. So, really getting into the idea that you're a sensitive being that requires reverence, it requires respect. This week, being sensitive is not a bad thing. This beautiful rose does not need to be squished or held on too tightly. That won't serve it. Gently opening is what you're going to be doing this week. And you're going to open with those sensitivities. Okay. Heidi, soul love, doubling down. We got this already. This is the second time. If you picked two, your guides are doubling down. If you didn't, here you go. Love, love, love yourself. Okay. Focusing very much on loving yourself, not as a being of a human's form, but the divineness. Okay. All right. Taryn, Eli, and Chloe. All right. Taryn, three is there is only light. Okay. So what this card is basically saying is that even the shadows are made because there's light. Okay. So these shadows that you can see behind me, only because I have a light in front of me. Okay. So there's only light. There's no such thing as anything else. And just kind of try and embrace that. Even with the stuff that doesn't feel good, just be like, I want to see the light in this. Just ask. Eli, this week you're going to work on some soulcraft stuff. So this is really working on what are you actually here to do? What are you actually here to be of service to? When you are in service heart, that's when spirit really shows up and starts to help you get in alignment with your highest version of yourself. So just give yourself that awareness. Okay. Chloe, transformation. Okay. This week you are blooming into something else. Okay. So big picture, scan out, keep it simple, keep it simple. Remember that about this week. Things are changing in a big way, and you just can only go with the change as it happens. Okay. It's a good thing. All right. Isabella, you're going to work on soulcraft too. Okay. So I shuffle. They sometimes throw the cards pretty close together. You are going to be working on really focusing on who you are as a soul level. Like when you were a little kid, what did people say you were really good at? Bring yourself back to that alignment. Use that little magic in yourself, the little Merlin in yourself, to really see what else you could be doing to enhance your life. This week would be a good week to look into that. Kimberly, focus for you is on your sensitivities too. Okay, so gentleness, being your sensitivities are your gift. It's your radar. It's your understanding things. I mean, sometimes I don't even understand my own sensitivity, to be honest. Because I'm just, it's me. I'm in there. But then occasionally I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I've been picking up on these subtle, things that people don't know that I'm picking up on. They think that they're keeping it all inside themselves. And I just don't acknowledge it necessarily, but it's there and it impacts you. So be around those people who can honor that this week. Okay. CC. Okay. Soul writing. All right. So good time to journal, good time to write, good time to get yourself in alignment with what messages are meant to come through you. Okay. There's a Archangel Gabriel's a really good one to call on for that. So some words onto paper. Diane, you're going to be working on an inner revolution. Change starts inside yourself. Okay. So something big is changing inside of you right now. And again, keep it simple. Allow it. Don't fight it. Don't try to put any have tos or shoulds on it, because that stuff is what is crazy making. All right. Enjoy the life you've made. Tanya, soul journey for you. Okay. So you are on a staircase getting to yourself. And this is all part of it. This is all part of what your soul kind of planned out, mapped out. It's just like, though, when you get to a party, you go into a party, you know who's going to be there, but you don't necessarily know how everyone's going to behave. You can only control yourself, okay? Tiff and Natalie. Tiff, inner voice, okay? Working really hard to listen to yourself, listen to the little voices of your guides. Tap in often to the subtle. Stop and listen, and not with your ears, but with your energy. Okay. This week, stop and listen with your energy. Natalie, let go. All right. So if you picked 3, doubling down. If you didn't, it's a good week to use the divine sword to cut at those relationships that are not serving you. It's okay. Let it go. You don't even have to understand why it's over. Just let it be over. Okay. Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, you're working on being in alignment. Okay. Alignment with yourself, alignment with your truth, alignment with what is right, what you're prioritizing. So that's what this week's about. Keep it simple. That's the messenger card. Matthew, you're going to work on the soul tree. Okay. This, to me, I'm hearing a lot of ancestor work, where what's come before you, what the power of your family is backing you, how you can rely on the roots that you've built for yourself already up to this point about who you are and who you know yourself to be. You're going to have the opportunity to continue to bloom and bloom, but the depths are there even when it's wintertime and there's no leaves on the tree. Okay. Nicole and Seth. Nicole, joy. That's it. Simple. I don't know how I could complicate that with more words. Just focus on joy this week. And see the triangles? Focus on joyful relationships. Protect yourself from those people who do not wish to be in that alignment. Okay. Seth, light beings. Okay. So this is talk to your guides. Make some prayers to the cosmos. Find your divine helpers this week. They want to help. And if, questioning them and judging them and being skeptical of them doesn't make them go away or not true, just makes them patient and waiting for you. Okay, Sam. Soul family. Okay, nice focus there. I like soul families. Soul families are the people, or the chosen ones that if you come incarnate with over and over, they might be friends, they might be colleagues, they might be your actual family, but these are people you just feel to the core get you and get the mission that you're all on together. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just say hello to the bottom of the list one more time, just so you guys know I'm coming. And then for those of you who are still watching, if you hear a message that's for you, especially if it comes 3 times, it's for all of us. It is probably also for you. So bottom of the list right now is Cynthia, Lori, Denise. I see you guys. I am coming. Janelle and Donnie are next, though. Janelle, you're going to nourish this week. Okay. Some gentle little nourishing energies. The water, the good sunshine, the ability just to enjoy the 5 senses, good food, good smells, good sights, all that stuff. Donnie, you're going to work on the soul tree. So same as Matthew, you're basically going to be focusing on all that you've built this far, all the wisdom of the soul tree. The soul tree also is still, it's in one spot watching over this change that happens around it. It doesn't actually do the change necessarily. It is just with the change. So that's kind of what is also being called this week, stillness. Okay, Stephanie, you brought sensitivity to the 3rd time's the charm. All right. So I'm going to read it to you guys, because sometimes there's a little more words in the book than, Okay. So if my eyes will work, we'll see. Here we go. All right. This is basically saying that sensitivity is your kind of gift. Okay. heightened intuition and compassion, becoming more sensitive to energy and vibrations that precede all physical creations. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. So this week, ready? Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear with your mind. Trust your heart and bring together the most up-to-date information through the senses, okay? All right, through the senses, the most up-to-date. Can't trust what's written down because what's written down has already happened, right? What you want to pay attention to is now, 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 okay? If it's made it onto a page as news, it's already happened. Keep it simple. Stay tuned into what's happening this minute. Okay. Melissa, you are aligning with authentic truth. And see the triangles? You are getting in relationship with relationships that are authentic and based in who you are truly. Okay, so that's cool. Yay. Kalina, you have brought the soul tree, 3rd time's a charm for us. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to read a little bit more about this for you guys. So it says you are becoming more connected to nature. Trees are great holders of wisdom and knowledge. Next time you are near a tree, try asking it what you would like to know and listen with an open heart for an inspired response. Okay, imagine that you are literally being in alignment with what's emitting off the tree. Okay, so that's really the message. But I also, like I said, I'm getting some ancestral messages this week. So paying attention to the strength that's come before you. Robin, Austin, and Jordan. Robin, going to do some journaling and some writing this week. That's what's going to make sense for you. So really get into alignment with hearing that inner voice and by getting into the journals and writing some things. Austin, you're going to visualize this week. That's going to be what's helping you, especially keeping it simple, keeping it present. What is happening this minute and this minute and this minute? You can only respond to what is, not what has been. Okay. Jordan, you are going to work on nourishing too. Okay, so some sunlight, some water, some fresh air, just really getting into the senses of nourishment. Janice, some meditation for you this week. Okay, some time to just get quiet and be with yourself and let yourself acknowledge that there is time, for you guys to be able to put your energies in alignment by that meditative state. Okay. All right. Stella, thanks for the heart. If you want a card, just type me please in the comments. Anybody else is watching too. Crystal, you're next. Soul name. Okay. So this goes past who your roles are, past who you think you are, past what you've been in this lifetime. You are something different. You know who that you are when you're not in this body. Go back to remembering the bigger self to this week. Okay. Really focus on that. But again, keep it simple, keep it present. Natalie. Oh, I shuffled. So there's obviously more to say about this soul name. Okay. So you guys, when we come in, we are not with a name, right? We are given it like shortly after birth. And that's who we kind of start to get shaped into. And some of us get like nicknames because maybe our first names didn't actually work for us and the people kind of intuitively knew it. So this is just kind of getting back in touch with who you are kind of more right before the identity started to take hold. Hannah and Patty. Hannah, you're in a transformation period. Embrace it. Keep it simple. Stay as present as you can. You don't have all the information yet. Remember that card said knowledge was not in yet. Just trust that you're transforming. Patty, you're remembering, okay? Remembering some things that you knew from the past, remembering who you are, remembering all that you've learned this time in the past lives, okay? So, yep. Thanks, Stella, for putting me please in there. I'm coming. Okay, Christy, Kira, and Finn. Christy, you're working with the divine animals. If you picked one at the beginning, doubling down. Get out in nature, listen, pay attention to the animals and how the animals behave and how they cooperate or how they battle each other, that kind of stuff. Get in alignment with that. Kira, you are soulmating. So be around the people who really, truly, the singular people who one relationship at a time feels very rich, feels very good to you. So you could focus on the single relationships, not the group relationships. Finn, you're brought soul name for the 3rd time's a charm. So that means I'm going to read you guys a little bit of this. Okay. So soul name says, so this is for all of us now. So everybody listen. Okay, this is you are about to receive the name of your soul. Your soul name acts as a link between your inner and outer world, enabling you to merge authentic wisdoms into your everyday experiences and create a life from your heart. All of your dreams and desires will be realized upon an open heart. Ask for opening and receive the name of your soul. So this might even be an activity. You just sit and go, what is my soul name this week? Okay. So really being in touch with the higher self. All right. Nice job, Finn. Light Shiner and Taylor. Katie. Working with the divine masculine, getting things done, singular action, focus, focus, focus. Keep it simple and focus. Taylor, you're going to work on transformation and you brought it third time's the charm, okay? In the middle of a transformation. And sometimes you just got to be with the transformation. All right, ready? You are experiencing an ending. You are feeling a loss as a hole or a void in your life. The empty feeling is space for something new and better. A new way will reveal itself soon. Pain is something that happens to all of us, but suffering is a choice. To suffer is to believe the thoughts you are not your soul's truth. Okay, so it goes on to talk about how we just our brains sometimes are not our friend when we're going through major change. So thanks for bringing it third time's a charm, Taylor, but it's also for you to focus on that things are ending and changing, and that's good. It's making room for the next phase. Terry, focus, my friend. Okay, guess I can't really say much more about that. That's pretty straightforward, right? Focus. All right. Hi, everybody. We're still going through cards, getting individual readings. You can type me, please, if you're watching, and get a card. I'm going down the list. I have a different list than you, just so you know. Okay. Karen, you got whispers, which is listen to the subtle energies. And then you got another card, which is the third time a charm for us, nourish. Okay. So 23, I'm going to read for us because it's for all of us, but you're listening to how the whispers nourish you this week. Okay. So this says with the nourish, it says, don't judge your environment or your body. Just be discerning about what you focus on and digest what feels helpful. Gaia wants to remind you of your worthiness, to ease you into your birthright. You are creating beauty, intimacy, and deeper connections with Gaia and your higher self just by playing on the earth plane. Okay. So that's for all of us, but that's for you too. Reese, you're going to focus on your soul family, being around those people who really feel like they get you, you're grokking in the right vibe. They don't ask you to lower themselves anywhere. Okay, Bahar. Oh, I put them back and shuffled. Doubling down, third time's a charm too. Soul family for us. Okay, so you're working on focusing on those people that really are in alignment with the reality you want to be creating. Okay, ready? Your soul family wants you to know how much you are loved and how well you are doing. Your soul family consists of the souls that have similar values and ideas to you. Connect at a meeting place with these soul families and gather within you. When you ask a question, the energy vibrates throughout the universe, bringing all souls of light to being with the same agenda together. Okay, so we go just a little bit past those earthly planes and see if you can connect to the souls. Okay, Ian, you got soul mating, focus on that singular relationship. That's really important right now. So one person who feels the most important to you right now this week, keep it simple with them and keep it focused. Okay, you're going to be remembering some things. Remember your own wisdom. Remember who you are. Wake up some aspects you let go dormant. Keep it simple. Charlie, you're going to think about divine animals, and third time's a charm for this one. So really getting in connection with the animals and how they act differently than us human minds do. Spend time with your pet or in company of an animal to realize the same light that flows through you flows through all living creatures. We all create different containers for our souls and our experiences, depending on our individual desires and dreams. Okay, so this is basically like a wide-reaching influence of animals. So just everybody pay attention to the animals this week, but Charlie, you in particular, okay? Kimberly, for you, you're going to be working on channeling. Channel that information, channel that light that says you are beautiful and amazing and all the things that you need to embrace about yourself. Really channel that light through to the world this week. Lisa, fourth time's the charm with the divine animals. Okay, let me see if I missed a little something. So this is really focusing on how they function. Okay, so I'm going to ask you this, give you the inspired reflections. Okay, it says decide It says, practice being calm and assertive around your animal and observe what happens. It also says work with your energy around animals and see how it changes. So you know all those people who they get animals or come around and you'll say, oh, my cat never does that or my dog never does that. Well, this week might be a good week to check in with your energy and what it's drawing in that the energies might like. All right, hi Lynn, you are at the bottom of the list right now, but I'm coming. If you want to type me, please, I'll give you a card. Joe, you're next. Joe, wellness for you. Okay. Yay. I love this for you. You're going to be able to just be well. That's it. That's just the focus. What is wellness? Aligning with that. And it's different every day, right? Depending on your circumstance. But this week, keep it simple and focus on wellness. Okay, Miranda. Divine animals again. Okay. We get it. We're trying to work on something that the animals want us to know. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to pull it back out again. When you emulate the behavior for yourself, becoming more of who you are and more love, life becomes more relaxed, loving, and your relation becomes more relaxed, loving, and your relationships will catapult to a new level of joy. So being just kind of in that love energy. I mean, I have cats, so I think of my purry, fuzzy, relaxed energies that they bring, right? Okay, Clara. Nourish for the fourth time for us. Okay, so a few extra words on this is feel Gaia's loving embrace everywhere in nature, a backyard, a potted plant, the mind's eye. So we're really being asked to connect past our human selves this week. It just really sounds like keeping it simple and keeping it in nature. Really focus on earth and feel nourished by that earth. Okay, Naomi. You're going to be working on authentic truth this week. So being really in authentic relationships that back you up, that have your back all the time, that know who you are, that you don't have to explain yourself to or be kind of threatened by, that kind of thing. Stephanie, you're going to focus on the whispers, okay? So listen to the quiet whispers, the signs that are on the road, the signs that have been left on the path for you, okay? Phineas, we're getting there, you guys. We're getting close to time, but we're getting there. Okay, create some space, Phineas. This week you're going to be working on your physical space, your personal space, your mental space, all the places you can create some space from the struggle and the chaos. Don't look at the chaos this week for you. Keep it simple. The chaos is not going to help you. So keep some space from all of it. Okay, Gina. Manifestation for you. Some things are going to come to fruition for you this week. So let them come through. Also just notice there's whether or not, you have some blocks to things actually finally working out. Sometimes we've been working on projects for a really long time that when it's finally done, we're like, it's done. Are you sure? Might be a good week for that for you. Emily, you're going to be working with the light beings, talk to your guides, ask for help from the universe. There's more off-planet help than you just ask to see it and speak to it. Sarah, you're going to work on visualizing things. Bring the light into yourself. Bring it in. What does it do? How does it be of service to the world that feels really scary and dark? Be that light, you guys. Be the vibration that is the highest available to us at this time. When we do that, we make possibilities even better. Okay. Denise, you've got 2 cards. You got the divine animals, which bringing it back again and again. Okay. So is wherever you can. Go where you can to get in contact with some animals. Okay. But you also got enlightenment. Okay. Something is going to really click for you this week. Okay. So really paying attention to how like all this little egoic gibber jab, and maybe your son is teaching you that too. I mean, really think about how he is in the world different, and how, language and things can sometimes be not necessary to explore, connection. Okay, 3rd time's a charm on this. Lori, you're bringing remembrance, okay? So remembrance is a little bit about being able to acknowledge that you are, this is the 3rd time's a charm, okay? So here we go, ready? You're ready to live the life from your wisdom of your heart. You may be citing 1111 as a reflection of this. Things are going to be moving soon. The wisdom is fresh and invigorating ideas will flow into your mind as new ways are coming to your life and you're remembering who you are, okay? Beautiful. Cynthia. Okay, paying attention, you guys. There's some themes this week, okay? Connection with the earth, keeping it simple, staying as present as possible. Cynthia, you are going to work on some healing this week. I know it kind of feels like you're always doing that, but look at, I mean, this card has all kinds of things going on. And as you heal, you offer it out to the grid, and the grid gets to benefit from the work. So thank you for doing it. All right. Stella, you've got the inward revolution going on. Okay. So what is happening in you is happening inside of you first. It will then start to ripple out and reflect outward. But as of right now, it starts here. Okay. All right. We're out of time. I'm going to go the last few people. I'm coming to you, Lynn. I see you're the last one on the list. Okay. All right. Got it. Andrea, create some space for you too. Space from all those problems. Sometimes the problems can't be solved in the time that we think it can. Sometimes we just need a little room. Okay. All right. Natalie, you're going to work on meditation, just being quiet, letting things integrate, really visualizing that light drawing into you and shining off of you. That's all you need to do. All we need is love, right? And Lynn, you've brought whispers for the third time, so it means it's for all of us, okay? So I'm going to read it, but this is very important to just listen to the subtleties, okay? Your mind and your heart are expanding to hear your soul's whispers. You are or will soon be finding it easier to interpret and understand the vibes of your soul through how you feel. Open the door to soul whispers by feeling appreciative. Close the door to feeling judgmental. The messages are always there, all right? All right. All right, Stella, I'm glad that's exactly what you've been doing. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me. Same times next week. If you, like I said, the kind of cheat is go onto my YouTube channel, subscribe, and then hit the bell button. It'll let you comment earlier. That's why it looks like I was mostly doing YouTubers, because that's where you get the most effective onto the list. Anyway, all right, you guys, go be amazing. Bye.